Hey guys, welcome to another reading on my channel, The Wisdom of Intuition. Thank you for all new subscribers. Thank you for your comments and likes on the videos. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that my readings will serve you in the best possible way. Today's topic will be the hidden meaning behind your current situation. So I firmly believe that everything in life that is happening to us has a certain purpose, a certain meaning, whether we understand it or not. And I do hope that this reading today gives you the understanding why something is happening for you and in what particular way is it benefiting you in the long run. So sometimes we lack the broader perspective in order to make sense of what is happening to us. And I truly wish that this reading today brings you that broader perspective. We have 3 different piles today that you can choose from, and they are pile 1. We have this beautiful aquamarine crystal. We have pile 2, angel aura crystal. And pile 3, moonstone. As always, these readings are general, which means not everything might resonate with you guys, so only take what fits into your situation and leave what doesn't. And these readings are timeless, so whenever you find them, they should give you an information that you need about your situation. See you in your pile. Welcome pile 1. You have chosen this aquamarine crystal, which means that this is your reading for today. We will use the tarot cards first to see what is the situation you're currently in. And do bear in mind, pile 1, that not everything that comes out here might be your situation, but maybe the reason behind the situation, why this is happening, will be the thing that resonates. So if you don't find yourself entirely in this first part of the reading, the second part, which will tell us about the why, the secret meaning of the situation, might be the thing that resonates the most. So let's start with, what is your current situation? What is happening at the moment for you? What is your current situation that we need to know about today? We have death. We have the Empress. Okay, there's one to pop out, and I'm going to take them. We have the Wheel, the 4 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. So I do want to start with a heavy topic for some of you. It might not resonate for everyone that picked this pile 1, but I think I should mention this. And that is that maybe some of you have lost a child. Some of you may have decided to abort the child. Whatever was your situation, I feel like it was a very hard and challenging situation for you to go through. For the rest of us who might not have that situation particularly, I feel that a lot of you had to have given up from a certain project, a certain idea that you have worked very hard on, and it has been taken away from you. Or maybe the recognition, the paycheck, the reward that should have been yours was taken from you. And this situation, in a way, felt for you like everybody was doing very well, everybody was progressing, everybody was having fun, everybody was celebrating, but you were basically ripped off, or something was taken away from you, and you couldn't share the joy, the celebration, the goodness, whatever came from it. You were left alone, you were left poor, you were left without any support, with any recognition, without any understanding from the people around you. And I feel like this has led you to really contemplate on your life's choices, on the people you surround yourself with, and maybe on the path you want to take your life forward. And these are big things. This is not easy to go through. And I feel like this situation really changed your perspective on how you lived your life up to this point. And I feel that a lot of you here who chose pile 1 will, in the end, see the secret meaning of the situation, that this was never meant to be somewhere where you stop and somewhere where you lose your faith and where you decide to give up. It's quite the contrary. I feel like this situation was put here for you to toughen you up and to allow you to grow even more. But we'll see that in the next part of the reading when we get to there. Let's see, what are the consequences of this situation? How has this affected you? How has this situation affected you? We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. And we have the Queen of Wands. I do have to add here, but some of you may have not lost a child, but maybe you have lost a partner. Maybe you found out you were pregnant and then the father of the child decide to flee, decide to abandon you. And now a lot of you have this responsibility to carry this out all alone. And for those of you who don't feel like this is about a loss of a child or a loss of a partner, if it's something that is regarding your business, your idea, something you've been working on, I do feel like a lot of you feel like you have been unrecognized, that all of your efforts have been in vain, and that you now need to start from scratch. And you feel like it's kind of pointless. You are questioning whether you should do it or not. But I feel what's coming up at the same time that you're questioning this, I feel like you are discovering a part of yourself which is full of ideas, full of compassion, full of energy, full of inspiration, which always pushes you to walk forward, not to stop, not to give up. And this is what I was getting with the Two of Wands. You are questioning your actions up till this point. You're not questioning whether you want to take the same direction in the future or not. And I do feel like you will find your way. You will find it again. You will not stop. You will not give up, because I don't feel it's in your nature. You're somebody who has so much energy, so much power, so much motivation and dedication that not even the hardest situations can weigh you down. Not really. They can maybe slow you down for a second or for a certain period of time, but in the end you break through that and then you keep moving. You rise up and you keep moving. And I feel like this situation, however hard it is on you at the moment, will eventually fade away and you will rise from it and find your new path forward. So I don't think this is something that will be the end of you. Quite the contrary. I feel this will be your fuel for something even better in the future. But let's take a look at what is the hidden meaning behind this current situation. What is the hidden meaning behind it? Why was this given to you? Why did this happen? What did this try to teach you or show you so that this is now your reality? Why is this here for? It's from the deepest wounds that light finds a place to shine. Beautiful message. What else? Express yourself. Don't ever let life shut you up. I'll take two more. Learn the art of growing up without losing your inner child. And we'll take one more. Have the courage to follow your heart. Let love guide you and inspire you. You know, the vibes I'm getting from this pile is somewhat of a person that is known as Louise Hay. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's a woman that went through a lot of trauma in her life. And instead of staying in that victim mentality, she used that pain to fuel her growth. And at some point, she became one of the greatest healers and coaches and inspirational speakers in our history. And even though she went through horrendous things throughout her life, she used that pain to make something bigger of it. She gave it meaning. This is what I'm aiming at. And I do feel like this pain you're going through now is something that gives you meaning, that it makes you aware of all the strengths and possibilities you will have when you give that pain some sort of meaning. I have a lot of clients that have had tough upbringing and very traumatized childhood. And after doing a lot of coaching with them, all of them have found a purpose, their life path, their life's mission. And that pain was put there precisely because of the experience they've been through. They now have the meaning and they have the ways of communicating and helping other people who may find themselves in the same situation. Let's say you were somebody who was abused by your parents when you were young. You now know exactly how to recognize types of behavior, types of manipulation, the way that the child behaves in that situation, and you know how to approach the parents and the child because you had your own personal experience with it. You have a certain knowledge, a skill set that I don't think anybody can have at that level, precisely because you went through the same situation. You are the most qualified person to help others who are in a similar situation because you went through that and survived. You went through that and surpassed it. You healed from it. And this is why you can give this pain some meaning. You can make it into your life's mission to help others find their way through. And this is what I see with this first card. Whatever happened here, use it as your fuel to guide you towards your life's mission. And even though the situation is hard, don't let it dim you. Don't let it shut you down. Don't let it shut you up. Be louder than ever before. Don't be scared to show who you are. Don't be scared to talk about what you've accomplished, even though nobody gave you credit for. Don't let it make you quit, even though I see that you won't quit. But regardless of that, don't let it instill doubt in yourself. This is here to make you stronger, to make you more loyal and faithful to the goal you're walking towards. And it's here to teach you that no matter how hard life can get at some point, that you don't lose the joy, the playfulness that a young child has. That you approach things with the notion of life is merely a game in which we collect experiences. And do not allow all the tough situations, all the betrayals, or the rumors, or someone's judgments of you to rob you of your joy, of your playfulness, or your mission. And I do feel that your heart already knows your way. It knows where your way. It knows where you need to go. You just need to let it guide you. And in that path, you will have certain doubts. You will have certain blockages, obstacles put in front of you. But they are here as milestones. Let's call it like that. They're milestones at which point you need to develop a certain skill set, a certain mindset. And if you don't grow that mindset, the rest of the path will not be reachable for you. So all the obstacles that you encounter on your path are an invitation for you to level up in some sort of way, so that you can be granted the passage forward. I hope that you guys are getting me, because sometimes we think that path forward is something that is clear and open and we can always go there, but that's not the case. We need to have certain prerequisites in order to be able to walk that path. And all the obstacles put in front of us are actually preparing us for the level that path requires us to be at. And this situation for you is precisely that. It's an obstacle that prepares you to a certain level of consciousness, a state of mind, a mindset that needs to be adapted before you're allowed to progress forward. And if that is something that you can accept, this will become a lot easier for you. This will become meaningful for you, Pile 1. And it will make sense in the long run. Let's pull some advice for you just to see what else you need to hear. Okay, we have 3 cards popping out. The first one is abundance. The second one is opportunity. And the last one is there's something better. So it's very important to keep the abundance mindset. Believe that if this thing, whatever this situation is, failed, it didn't succeed for a reason, because there is something better, and there will be another opportunity that will present itself to you in divine timing. And it's going to be even better than you thought it will be. It would be. And I do feel that for a lot of you who may have lost someone here, I know it's not as simple as to think, okay, this was maybe not the right timing or the right opportunity, but there is a greater sense why this has happened the way it has. And there is something better coming along, only if you allow yourself to receive it. If you open yourself up for a new opportunity, that there is always another chance, there's always another way, then you will get it. And it's going to be even better than you can imagine at the moment. My dear Pile 1, this was your reading. I hope it helped a bit, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have chosen this beautiful angel aura crystal, so this will be your reading. First, we're going to take a look at what is your current situation, and then in the second part of the reading, we will take a look at what is the secret meaning behind it. We will start with the tarot cards, and then later on in the second part of the reading, we'll pull some oracle cards. So let's see, what is your current situation, Pile 2? What do you need to know about it? What is your current situation? We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Sun. Sorry guys, the cards are a bit slippery. We have the 7 of Wands. And last one, we have the Page of Wands. If you hear some noise in the back, it's my dog who's walking past my table, back and forth, back and forth. At some point, he will lay down next to me, so it will not be a problem. Anyway, guys, what I feel here for a lot of you is that Either you were in a stable relationship or you had a stable work environment and then something changed. Okay, something definitely changed here. Either this was a third party situation in terms of maybe your partner found somebody else, or maybe you heard some rumors that you cannot confirm that are definitely instilling doubt within your relationship, or maybe your boss or your colleagues brought in another person who now is making certain situations very provocative for you, making your work environment unstable. But there is definitely a third influence here that is definitely making everything very unstable. It is shaking your foundation and you don't know how to approach it. I feel you do have optimistic outcome in mind. You do feel like you can definitely get to a better place, but it's like you're going to fight a lot of people, a lot of different opinions, and you're going to have to stand up for what you truly believe. And in a way, I do feel like you will be standing alone. I do feel like it's going to be you against everybody else, but you will fight for what is valuable to you, whether it is this relationship, whether it's some type of work, some type of project, you will fight for this. But do bear in mind that you will have to deal with people who are quite childish, who are very angry, who are very loud, I would say it. They will not spare you when it comes to fights, when it comes to using certain curse words, when it comes to starting some type of rumors. You will have not an enemy, but definitely somebody who doesn't really care about the harm they make while trying to prove their point or get what they want. So prepare for that, because I do not feel it's going to be easy. But since you see that it's going to be worth it in the end, I will not advise you not to do it, because this is very important for you. I do feel like it's worthy of a fight. The outcome may be different for a lot of you who chose Pile 2, because this is a general reading. So a lot of different people come to these readings. So the outcome might be different for each and every one of you. But if you do feel like this is something worth fighting for, then do so. Even if you fail, you will know that you've done all that you could. And you will not think in terms of, what if I did this? What if I did that? What if I haven't? There will be no what ifs. You will know that you've given yourself to this and that you've given your all. And if it's meant to fail, it will fail. Okay, let's see, what impact does this situation have on you? What does it, in what way does it impact you? Okay, we have the Chariot. We have the Lovers. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Ace of Swords. So as I already said, it's like somebody changed everything in your world overnight. You were basically just put in a certain situation that you never thought you would find yourself in. It's like somebody pulled you from one type of life into a whole another type of life. It's like you were a part of one movie, of one genre, and now you're put in a total opposite. And this is what I get with the Chariot. It's like you moved light years in a single day with the situation that has happened, with this crumbling or change that is happening. And with the Lovers, we do see that there is a choice here. A choice between two people, between two opportunities, between two different paths. And one path leads you to an outcome that you feel will be positive, will be something that is desirable, and something that will bring you and the other person, if there is another person involved, or maybe an organization you work at, or similar firms, whatever it is, that will bring something beneficial in the end, something that will bring in the sunlight, something that will allow everybody involved in this situation to thrive. And there's the other choice. The other choice that is at the moment winning. It seems to be winning. It's like taking your person or your options towards this particular path. And that path does not seem as the right thing. It does not seem as something that is going to benefit anybody here in the long term, but it's something that definitely has a lot of sway in this situation. And with the Knight of Cups here, I do see you fighting, but it's not that you're going to fight with words or that you're going to fight with stabbing somebody in the back. It's not your style. You're going to fight with love. You're going to fight with integrity. You're going to fight with purpose. And you're going to do it honorable with this Ace of Swords. I see you sticking to your morals. I see you sticking to your principles. And you will at some point get to the conclusion, if this is not enough to keep the situation on the right track, then let it fall. Let it break apart. And I do feel like you will end up either getting the best possible outcome, or you will get the best possible conclusion that this was never the situation you thought or felt it was, and that you were deceived in a way. And now that you have cleared the way, you have an opportunity to actually find someone or build communication and connections that are aligned with your beliefs and your principles. Okay, now that we've talked about this, let's see what is the secret, the hidden meaning behind this current situation. Why is this happening for you? Because it's happening for you, not to you in a way. It's for a certain purpose, for a certain reason why you have to go through this now. And let's see what that purpose is. What is the secret meaning behind this situation? Allow your mind to wander and let the imagination fly. What else? Let the fear drive you to your greatness. What other people say about you is their reality, not yours. Like I said, I feel like you will have to stand up to a lot of people because of this situation. And this is a good thing to carry in your mind. True power lies in challenging yourself to control your actions. Beautiful messages. So let's start with the first message. What I see here is that you have been overly focused on how the situation has ruined something that was stable. And the fear of losing this is actually paralyzing you. It's not allowing you to be creative in your thinking and to find new innovative options how to handle this situation. And what you truly need here is to allow your mind to wander. And how you will do that is by finding a way to relax, to do something that's entirely mundane. You know that people say that if you do some mundane things like cleaning, like cooking, maybe just doing simple chores, it allows your mind to process everything that's going on and in a way clear your thoughts. When I'm upset, like seriously upset, I always start cleaning. And it's like that process of me cleaning things within my house. In a way, it purifies my thoughts as well. It's like a purge. I'm not only purging the space I live in, I'm also purging the inner space, the mind. And if you're going to look at from a spiritual perspective, your space that you're living in, so whether it's your flat, it's your house, or whatever you live in, it's a representation of your inner state of mind. So if everything is very cluttered, it means that your mind is cluttered as well. So I would definitely advise for some of you to maybe start cleaning or organizing things in your house in order to organize your thoughts as well. Because when you make room, you invite new things into your mind. You invite new creative ways to open themselves to you so that you can use those in this situation. So what I feel like the situation is bringing out of you are new ways of approaching this situation, a new ways, a creative, innovative ways, how this situation can be handled. And I think that you will have to defend it from other people and their opinions, from what they say about it. And I feel like you need to stick to your idea, to your decision in this situation. And whatever comes as an impulsive reaction in this situation, because you will be emotional about this, remember that you have the power to control your actions. If you know that in the long run, your instinctive reaction will not benefit your goal, then you should be very mindful of whether you allow that reaction to happen, or you catch it in time and then control it and morph it into something that will be beneficial for you in the long run. So I'm definitely seeing that this situation, what it's bringing you is clarity of mind, strength of mind, and strength of controlling your reaction by your power of thought. And then standing behind and standing up for what you see is right and what you feel is right for you, regardless of what other people might say. And I do feel like this will be something very major for you in your life. It will transform you truly. And let's just take a few more cards for advice. Something you need to hear for this situation. What's the advice or guidance? We have remain positive. Exactly. Remain positive. And this is what I got with the Sun card. You are somebody who is very optimistic about this. And you do have an optimistic outcome in mind that you are striving for. And keep doing that. I feel this will be your greatest weapon in this situation. As long as you see hope for that particular outcome, it will drive you towards it. So remain positive, pal, too. What else? We have don't stop. Exactly. Just keep going. Regardless of who says that you shouldn't do this, that you should do it differently, that you should give up, do not do it. Do not stop. Keep your goal in sight and walk towards it. And let's take one more. There's something better. What I'm getting for you, pal, too. You guys are incited by the positive outcome. It's like I don't want to say this because it might not be received as well for everyone here, but in the end, it's a super positive thing. It's like your desired outcome might not happen, pal, too. But it is necessary for you to have that outcome in mind because it is strong enough for you not to give up in this situation. It's strong enough to motivate you to stand up to everybody who will try to persuade you not to go there. But for some of you from pile 1, that desired outcome will not happen. But there's a big but here. Something better will happen for you. But if you didn't have the desired outcome in mind, nothing else will motivate you enough to go through this turmoil here. And I do wish to say this because I know that it will mean to someone here who is listening to this. I have been through the same thing. I had something in my life that I was so optimistic about that led me through the most dark times of my life. And if I didn't have that goal, I would have never bothered to go through all the mess, through all the dumpster of things that I had to go through if I didn't have that goal in mind. Now I'm not living that goal, and I am happy that I didn't get it because I got something so much better. But if someone told me, you will not get this, you will get the other thing, I would have never bothered to go through the personal growth that I went through. Because from that perspective, from that situation that I was in, nothing was worth it, just the desired outcome. I was so blind to everything else, and nothing else mattered, just the desired outcome. And now I see that this was necessary for me because it was my fuel to get moving and to work on myself. Because if that did not happen for me, if that was not my goal, I would have never bothered to do the necessary work. Now I'm happy I didn't get it because I learned that it was not something that I really wanted. And I did get what I truly wanted. But if that wasn't the case, if that didn't motivate me, I would have never got to this point. And this is what I wanted to share with you, pal, too, because I feel this is so important. Maybe a lot of people will say, don't focus on this, it's not good. And I do think that some of those people may be right in the end, but it doesn't matter because this is something that is fueling you. And allow that fuel to move you from this situation where you're currently at to the best possible outcome that you can get. Okay, my pal twos, I hope this helped a bit. I hope that my story gave you a bit of insight on what you can expect here. And I do hope that I see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hey, pal 3. You have chosen this Moonstone crystal, so today this is your reading. In the first part of this reading, we will take a look at your current situation, something that we need to know about. And in the second part of the reading, we will see what is the hidden meaning behind your current situation. So let's start with the tarot cards to see what is your current situation. Bear in mind, if the first part of the reading does not resonate entirely, the second part of the reading might. So we have the Page of Wands. What is your current situation? Pile 3. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Tower in reverse. And last but not least, we have the Six of Swords. I do feel like there is a type of danger here. It doesn't have to be physical danger, but it's definitely a danger of you losing something or not being able to accomplish something, whether that is a relationship with somebody, whether that is getting a new job, getting a promotion, getting your idea to be sold to a certain company or something. So I definitely see like there is some type of competition here. There is somebody that is maybe hierarchy in the hierarchy higher than you. So whether it's your boss, it's somebody with more influence, with more people around them, with more resources. There's somebody that is definitely trying to prevent you from growing and starting something. And this person has been going to to so much extent with this. It's like they made their mission to not allow you to progress. And I see you as the Page of Wands here, Pile 3. I see you as somebody who has a vision, who has a lot of passion, but is still very young and naive. And I do feel like you're not even aware that there are certain influences that are causing you not to succeed. If this is some type of idea that you are pitching to somebody and you're not sure why they keep declining it, there might be a person who knows what you're doing, either a former colleague, a former boss, who is maybe calling those people and telling them, don't go with this person. Don't take their idea. They're this and that. They're not a good person. They're not reliable. They will screw you over. So definitely somebody is working against you, or something is working against you in this situation, which does not allow you to be successful in your endeavor here. And I do feel like you need to become aware of who that person is if you don't already know. But if you do know who this person is, I do have to tell you, it will not help you if you make this person aware of that you know about them. And it will not help you if you let other people who you're pitching your idea to or trying to establish a certain relationship with, if you tell them about this person, it will not help your case. This is what I'm getting with the Tower card. It's like you need to deal with this secretly. You have to deal with this without other people realizing that you've had certain problem with this person. Because by saying anything to everybody else, it's not going to mean anything. It's going to actually prove this person right. So I do feel like there's a more sophisticated way of dealing with the situation that is necessary for you here. And with the Six of Swords, I do feel like it will take you a more logical, a more practical approach to this, rather than just saying to everybody, you know, this person is against me, you know, they're trying to take this away from me, they're trying to slander me. It will not help you. I feel like you need to, in a way, move away from this person, not to be under their influence, not to be in their area, if it's possible. I feel like you need to maybe shift to another market, another group of people that this person is not involved with. It's like you need to change territory. You're currently on this person's territory and they're really trying to demolish you here. And for the time being, you need to change your territory. You need to go out of this person's influence into something else, into some other area. And maybe at some later point, when you gain some experience and wisdom and power and influence, you can take this person on from a more equal level, let's say it like that. It's like this person is above you in some way, and whatever you do is powerless against this person. So first you need to grow to at least the knight position so that you two can be a match at some point in time. But this is not the case at the moment. So you do need to grow first. And if this person will not allow you to grow within their area, within the area you're currently pursuing, you will need to go somewhere else in order to grow. Because here you have no influence. So you need to change your territory. You need to change your market, and you need to change your intended people, intended groups. Let's see how this situation is affecting you. How is this affecting you? We have, the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Emperor. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, like I said already, I do feel like you don't have enough of skill, of means, of resources to actually take this person on. And this is why you got the King of Swords in reverse. You have no weapon that is adequate for this type of person. You need to learn that, and you will learn it through time. At the moment, you have no weapon to defend yourself against what is happening. And with the Five of Cups in the reverse here, I do feel like you are not giving up, which is a perfect scenario for this, because this was never meant for you to give up. This was made for you to find another way. And with the Emperor here, I see that you will need to learn to respect hierarchies. Even though that's not a positive word lately, I don't know why people have such atrocity and dislike and hatred to the word hierarchy, because hierarchies are necessary and they can be good and bad, of course. But hierarchies are everywhere and they are the basis of our society. And I do feel like you will need to respect hierarchies. It's like at this point, at this Page of Wands level, you are very idealistic. You feel like you can change everything, like you can move mountains just because you have a good idea. But I feel like you need to learn to respect the hierarchy, the process, the way of leveling up from one level to the other and what that entails. And I do feel like you are currently feeling stuck, like you have no options, but you do. Like I already said, you just need to change your territory, your intended group that you are trying to target. You need to change that. And allow yourself to grow in a different environment before you take this person on. Allow yourself to gather the resources, gather the experiences, gather the people who are your loyal entourage, let's call it like that, before you confront this person. Okay, I hope this made sense up to this point. Now we're going to go into the second part of the reading, which is what is the hidden meaning behind this current situation, pile 3. What is the hidden meaning behind it? We have appreciate everyone who enters your life. This is such a beautiful message, pile 3, because sometimes our greatest enemies are the people from whom we will learn the most. From a spiritual perspective, your worst enemy is basically your friend, your teacher, because they make you level up. They make you change the things that are not on track in your life. They make you progress. They make you advance in your life because they are giving you friction, because they're giving you challenges. You need to find better ways to deal with the situation. And this is why they are your best teacher. Because in contrast to them, you have to be better. You have to start excelling. And if everything was easy, if everything was like smooth sailing, you would have never grown. And this person is calling for your growth. Calling for you to excel at what you are doing. And this is why I feel instead of resenting this person, appreciate the situation in terms of, I don't have the necessary skill and wisdom to deal with this. And this situation is calling for me to attain that skill and to find that wisdom to make me a better person. This is how you can appreciate this situation and this person. You don't have to like them. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. Just appreciate the opportunity that the life has presented in front of you to excel, to be the best of the best. It is by experiencing bad things that we come to value the good ones. Exactly. How would you know which person has your best interest in mind? How the person behaves if they have best intentions towards you, if you didn't have a person who demonstrates quite the opposite. The life we live in is dualistic in nature. We have light and dark, we have day and night, we have hot and cold. And within those two opposing experiences, we find ourselves in what is important for us. This is the lesson that you need to take from this person's presence in your life. with this person present, you will get to experience one extreme, one experience, so that you can recognize the complete opposite and then find between the two what is truly for you. Because if you only had it easy, you would never know how to appreciate what you have. Let's see what else. Harness your sexual energy, for it is your vital force. This fits so well here because with all of the wands that I see here, all the fire, it totally speaks to me in terms of sexual energy. And if you know anything about sexual energy, it is actually the life energy. It's the energy that can create a new life. So the sexual energy is the cause, the root of our creativity. And if you can use that to fuel you, to create, to excel, you will go a long way, pile 3. A long, long way. Whether that is through having a partner that is super supportive and allows you to be whoever you are in your entirety of being, or this is just focusing all of your energy on creating this idea that you so wish to create. This will help you to really move mountains. And you should do that, definitely. What else? It's from the deepest wounds that life finds a place to shine. So for some of you, this situation may be very painful, may be very frustrating, but like I already said, it's calling for you to excel. It's calling for you to level up in such a way that you will become unrecognizable. And it's going to bring out the best qualities that are in you. And this is why I feel like you will shine. When you level up, you will shine so bright that it's going to be unbearable for this person to look at you. Okay, let's finish the reading with some advice or guidance for this situation, pile 3. We have compromise. Yes, exactly. This is what I said before. If you see that there is no way forward with this person standing in the way, change your territory, change the area you're working in. You need to do some type of compromise. You need to change something if you wish to move forward. You need to choose a different path where this person is not in front of you, because at the moment, this is not something that you can pass. You're at an impasse here. This person is a dead end at the moment, and it's turning you into another direction. What else? What else we need to know? We have abundance. So there are other options, other opportunities, other projects, other things that you can pursue other than this that you have had in mind. Or there's the same idea, same thing, but somewhere else, like I already said. Do not limit your options just because you are set on going this way. You can do something else as well and still get to your destination. And we have a year from now. Perfect. So there's a big chance, a possibility that a year from now, you will have grown enough for you to be able to open this situation up again and then confront this person and resolve this. A year from now, once you've gathered all the skill, all the wisdom, you will have a chance to deal with this situation again. Don't be stubborn and insist on going this way now. Compromise. And later on, you will get the chance to prove to yourself that you can take on this person as well. My dear pile 3, this was your reading. I hope this helped, and I hope that I see you in the next one. Bye.